My name's Duddy, set up builds and stuff. Just take a look at the orbs I'm creating on that left hand side. This is via the VOG armor set, the Atheon's memory. We'll take a look at that, but specifically the 4-piece, while you have a subclass buff dealing sustained damage, creates an orb of power. This works really good on multiple subclasses and multiple builds. Obviously just getting 3 orbs of power is really good, and when I first saw this gear set, I didn't really want to go for it, but guys, it's way better than what I thought, so stay tuned. I found the setup on my Titan, firstly, so I ain't got a gear set for every character, but the 2-piece says Radial Area Breach after picking up an orb of power. The next time your shields are broken, you gain a bonus to health stat for a short duration and release a burst of Radial Area around you. Now the 4-piece bonus states while you have a subclass buff, dealing sustained damage creates an orb of power. And when I saw this, I thought, nah, it's not that good, it can't be that good. But it actually is very good. We'll start off with a 2-piece bonus. So basically, when you get damaged, you get to critical health. It does like a burst of radial area fluid. It's not very good, to be honest. It's not very high damage. But the 4-piece is where it's at, as it states there. So the 4-piece says, while you have a subclass buff, dealing sustained damage creates an orb of power. So, just for a subclass buff, just for now, I'm just going to stick on Bastion. Every time I put my barricade down, I'm going to get a Void Overshield, which is a subclass buff. There's multiple other subclass buffs, which we'll go into. But, place your barricade, make sure you got your Void Overshield, and you start creating orbs when you do damage, just for free. It's basically like free attrition orbs. So, that is really good. And it also states here, orbs appear at your feet. Great for damage resistance and stuff like that, but we're going to go into it a bit more. So basically, like I said, it doesn't seem that great, but it actually is. Just 3 orbs of power, so if you can imagine for damage situations and stuff like that, and just creating orbs for you and your teammates. So we're going to explore that idea now. Starting off with an actual attrition orbs weapon. So dealing sustained damage creates a slightly improved orb of power. So what happens if we run that and the VOG gear set? Well, we're going to get double the amount of orbs. Now, bearing in mind the VOG armor gear set will drop orbs at your feet, and the attrition orbs will drop orbs at the enemy. So what happens is you start doubling up orbs. So basically you're creating orbs at your feet and orbs at the enemy. With an attrition orbs weapon, you're basically getting double the effect. So you're getting ×2 attrition orbs. And depending what weapon you're using, you can literally just spam out orbs, which is absolutely insane, guys. Like, really good. Just for an example, if you're running the hazardous propulsion, where you can land precision hits, which you're going to be doing anyway with this gear set to build damage for your rocket launchers and micro missile frames, up to 35% damage increase. You're going to be doing damage anyway, so place your barricade down, you've got your hazardous propulsion, you're charging that up, you're building your orbs of power for your surges, etc. You're creating orbs for you, you're creating orbs for your teammates. Surges, faster super regen. If you're running Star Eater builds, things like that, you're just overcharging your super and things like that. So, like, on the sly, like, quietly, very strong. Like I said, there's multiple things orbs can be used for, like your surges, for example. If you're running whatever weapon, solar strand, stasis weapons, insulation, reduced class ability, things like that for your hazardous propulsion builds or class ability builds. You've got better already, recuperation for your health regeneration, stuff like that. You've got orbs of restoration. Like I said, I could just list every single thing you could use it for, but a really good one for rocket launchers or other grenade launchers, explosive light, especially if you're running hazardous propulsion. You're going to get free charge of that as well. So that and Star Eater builds, really good. And then powerful attraction as well for your attrition orbs weapon, so you can collect the orbs at enemy as well as the ones at your feet, which you'll auto pick up anyway. So just a couple of options. I've got a few more subclass buffs to show you as well, but again, just for an example, pure example, hazardous propulsion, do your damage, get your ascendancy rocket launcher, your explosive light charged. You're going to be creating orbs for your surges and your super and things like that. Your class ability gains as well when you pick up orbs. So, really good gear set in my opinion. And it's not one of these where you look at it and think, oh, that might be absolutely insane. But when you actually start playing with it, it does get really, really good. So that was one example. For another example, Icefall Mantle. This again works on any character, not Icefall Mantle, but the Frost Armor. You're going to get Frost Armor. So Frost Armor can be on any character. Obviously, with Icefall Mantle, you just use your class ability, you gain Frost Armor and freeze everything around you. Frost Armor is also a subclass buff. So you are going to do exactly the same as what you saw in the previous clip. And then the good thing with Stasis, again, on multiple characters, you got Whisper of Bonds. Defeating frozen targets creates an orb of power. So you're going to get Frost Armor, Attrition Orbed Weapon, and kill things to create orbs. So you can start like triple downing on them orbs, guys. Orbs galore. And again, you can use them orbs for multiple different things. Really, really a good option. Freezing things on Stasis is extremely easy to do for that orb creation. And then again, you've got that Frost Armor and Attrition Orbs weapon. And then finally, just as a quick example again, Bayant Leaps. This is going to give you a Woven Mail when you pair it up with your Drenger's Lash. Woven Mail makes you extremely tanky, and it's also a subclass buff. And then you've got Thread of Wisdom. Defeating suspended targets creates an orb of power, so a bit like that Thread of Wisdom. Very, very similar, but you just kill suspended enemies. And again, you've got your Vogue Armor set, you've got your Woven Mail going, you're going to kill suspended enemies, your Attrition Orbs weapon, and you can just start creating orbs left, right, and centre. Really good. Great for survivability as well. Obviously, you're going to keep them orbs for health regen. Surges, supers, the lot. Very good gear set. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.